Hello, this is Nigel here. So, the plus minus arc in Medaka box is probably my favorite arc in all of Shonen Jump. And I think it is the best arc in all of Shonen Jump. And I know Soul Society arc, Chunegezim arc, and the Alabasta arc are all really good and kinda Chunegezim. I won't get into that right now. But I want to do an analysis on the minuses, like the minuses and their abilities, because a lot of them seem to be based off of psychological things, like the negative aspect of humanity. So I kind of wanted to talk about it in this video. The minuses I will be talking about is Yoko Naze, Mirko Imikae, Gakamoto Shoigasaki, Anso Sharonoi, and Kumigawa Misoti. And I'm not going to talk about Tsubaki because I kind of just want to talk about the plus minus arc, like characters from the plus minus arc, and also Tsubaki is really far in, and I don't want to spoil such a great character. So yeah, without further ado, let's start this analysis. Let's first start off with one of the hardest ones, Yoko Naze. Remodeling is the ability to, remodel anyone's body, while Ispire is the ability to choose your own temperature. I think these abilities are supposed to represent the negative aspect of the humanity known as never being satisfied with yourself or the world. Naze's personality tends to always be striving for more and more. Kind of like the Goku mentality where he always wants to get stronger. But the thing is, Naze tends to only be happy whenever she's with Korga, I believe. I forget her name. It's been a while since I read Medaka Path. But yeah. She doesn't tend to be happy when she's with her sister or with friends. So there's very few times when she's actually happy. And I think that's kind of why. But that's my opinion. Next up we have Rikuo Inukai, Ruff-Filter. The ability to corrode anything the user touches with her hand. However, the user sees things in a sense that there's okay, let me rephrase that. The user sees things in the sense that things are slowly dying or corroding the wood. I think this is the minus. I think this minus is supposed to symbolize the negative aspect of humanity, which looking at living your life as how long do we have to live, or how long do we have to die. It's kind of looking at things that a bottle half empty kind of way. And a thing to note is that people who see things as another birthday is just another day closer to death, another day is just another closer day to death, like that kind of thing, doesn't mean that they're going to be sad or going to be like unhappy. It just means that their perspective is different from others. While it's not a good perspective, it's still a perspective that should be respected, kind of. But it should also be treated carefully, kind of. Alright, next up we have Hanso's Sharonoi. The ability she has is Real Eater, the ability to eat anything and alter its properties. The ability is most likely supposed to, okay, I'll give you guys an example of how strong this ability is. Say you had a pizza, right? You can alter its property to taste like a donut. Yeah. But she can also eat people and change their abilities. So A thing to note is that usually whenever she eats something, it always comes back out of her mouth sometimes. Well, most of the time, even food sometimes. So I think this ability is likely to represent the negative aspect of humanity known as forced gorging and barfing. So some girls most girls, how do I say that? This tend to happen more with girls, where basically they will eat as much as they need to, and then they will barf out so that way they can have a perfect body. They will get the nutrient they need, but yeah, it's a hard thing for me to talk about because I don't know much about it. But yeah. Next up we have Gagamaru Chogatsu. His ability is known as Encounter, the ability to push away any type of damage to somewhere else. Physical, mental, or any type really. Even internal damage. This most likely is supposed to represent the negative aspect of humanity known as reflecting ourselves onto others. A lot of times we'll we're tough on that person because they're just like me, or etc., that kind of thing. It's kind of more frequent nowadays with parents than is any time other, I feel. But yeah, that's some Gagamaru. Next up is Hanso Shiranoe. Her ability is really good, the ability to eat anything and alter its properties. This ability is most likely supposed to represent the negative aspect of humanity, known as forced gorging and barking. By the way, when this is used in the show, she can do this with anything she eats. She can even eat people and alter their abilities. Say for example, I'll give you an example of how this ability works. She can eat a pizza and then it will turn into a donut. Yeah, it's a bizarre ability. But the reason why I think it's like this is because there's times where you sometimes see Shiranoe just take the food back out of her mouth. So it's most likely is supposed to be that aspect of humanity. Specifically, we have some guy. All his ability is all fiction and bookmaker. All fiction is the ability to erase anything from reality, while bookmaker is the ability to put someone on the same level as you. All fiction, I believe, is supposed to represent. Well, first, let me explain the two abilities. For example, all fiction works like this. If say there's the color purple, if Kumigawa used all fiction, he erased purple from existence. Bookmaker, say there is a cockroach, and the cockroach uses bookmaker on an elephant. That elephant is as strong as a cockroach. So that should be noted. But I believe this is supposed to represent the negative aspect of humanity known as never seeing yourself on the same level never seeing yourself as anything significant and that's the ability of all fiction. For bookmaker is to never see anyone, is to try to see people on your level, but you already see yourself at a very low level. And both of them together, I believe, represent poetry, hence why their name is Bookmaker and All Fiction. And I hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.